let's call to order and approve the meeting minutes. I've got some comments on the meeting minutes, so as secretary, I'll take down the notes on them. Bob, your name is misspelled.
Yeah.
Which,
that would be a problem.
3 times, so I think I will.
It wasn't a typo.
Yeah, so I will correct that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Intentional. Are we on?
TV 79, are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay. If you notice, it's in 3 different places, and then.
This is consistent.
Yeah. It was a mistake on purpose, obviously. And then there's just, in one place, it says a citation can be appealed to a town hearing officer without the "to" in there. So I added that. But other than that, any other changes? So going to get a motion to accept as amended.
Second.
Okay. Minutes approved. Okay, Bob, let's get right into it.
Okay.
We had a exciting couple of weeks here.
Sure. You see the colored spreadsheet is the current status and list of cases. Green being active, yellow on the watch list, and the ones in gray are for the most part closed. On another sheet, you'll see a little table and we can go over all or any of these real briefly, because these are all pretty much the ones that are active. 16-001.
Yeah.
Haven't had any progress. I know at the last meeting, I believe it was up to the attorneys. They were going to do a title search to try to find more information on ownership or contact, because we've had no success in contacting owners or representatives for Leroy. However, the lawn's been cared for, and other than the other issues, it just falling into disrepair in the back, and the piles of lobster cages
Yeah.
in the back are still there.
There's a lamp that's like this.
Oh, but that was actually removed.
Oh.
Someone had removed that lamp.
Oh.
The
Lobster
leaf.
cages are still there, though.
Those are still there, and the whole pile of toys and stuff on the back line of the property are still there.
Well, what I think we need, obviously, we need to find out who is responsible for it. But at some point in time, I think the town can just take action and start cleaning up and.
Yeah, it wouldn't take long just to have a truck go,
Right.
back on,
Yeah.
load the stuff in, and then it's gone in most of the hazard.
Well, I'm going to follow up. I've emailed multiple times the last couple of weeks with the town attorneys, but so I'm going to follow up on that with them. Even if we find who it is,
Right, yeah.
or find an address where we can contact them, at this point in time, I'm not convinced they're going to do anything.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
they know.
Yeah, yes, they do. They should.
So.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, apparently this got on the list in 2016, so
That was number 1.
over
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, it's still at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time.
Okay. The next one, 1704. They've had they're progressing. They've had, with the help of Human Services, had with some financial help, got the front yard trimmed down and in a nice order. However, all of the stuff that was on the front lawn is now very visible. The car that was there has been moved to the back and placed under a car cover, so that's fine. And I am in contact with the husband and wife that are there, and there was some mix-up. They said about picking up and who is supposed to be picking things up. There is a lot, and I hope that I want to talk to Allie to see if they may be amenable to getting a small dumpster there for them to help them put this. Because if they did that, it would just make it that much easier for them to get rid of a lot of the stuff that's in the front.
At once.
So I'll talk to her. I'll talk to Allie
All
about
right,
that.
great.
Did they live there, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, no, they live there, yes. 17-011, still the same, no changes with
Yeah,
that.
that's hoarding,
Yeah.
basically. Pretty severe case.
Right, 17-013, I keep checking it because everything is below, the lawn is cut, it doesn't look great, but it technically doesn't fall under the blighted issue, so I'm still looking at it, but there's nothing we could do for that particular one. 7-019, I noticed that they were out there picking up some of the stuff that was in the front area, trying to neaten it up a little bit. The back, I don't think there's any hope for the back of that property, but it's technically not seen. You can only see the tops of some of the overgrowth in the back, but it's not as bad as some others. But I'm still looking at that. 18-004. That one, our active one is town attorneys have the signed letter from me. I know as of yesterday, and I talked to Bobby Bush, and he said that Linda came down to pick it up and forward it to them, and that'll be served by sheriff.
Just to remind everybody, it's got 15 days to respond and request a hearing before
From service. From the date of
15 from
service.
service.
date of
yeah.
service, yeah. They've got 15 days to respond to, the town will appoint a blight citation officer. And my assumption is it's on an as-needed basis, so it's like having an arbitrator. And if he has 15 days to respond to that, then it also states that he has 30 days to either pay or the fines will continue.
We were talking offline about 10 days, is it 10?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're probably right. The 15 was
For
30.
public,
Days
for
to
public
respond?
consumption.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see. Let me make sure.
Yes. 10.
Yes, 10
It's
days.
10.
Yeah,
Yep.
my fault. Okay, all right. Thanks, Bob.
Okay. 18-008, drastic changes there. The property maintenance people have been there.
Is this
The
the one that
front's-
had the mail all over the
Yes,
place?
yeah. The whole front's been cleaned out for the
Oh,
most
wow.
part. The back, the tree's been taken out. I was in contact with them. The only thing they didn't do yet was secure, because the back deck had a tree come down on it.
Right.
And I just asked them, you have to make sure that's secure so that nobody goes up there and falls off, or have a contractor repair it so that it's and they're
So
going
is
to take care of that.
through the bank?
Yes, that's coming through the bank, yes. And the same thing with the motor vehicle. So those are the only two items there. It looks much better though, so
Great.
that was going to be done. 19-11-011, materials, the driveway has been cleaned up. The van that was under repair, it was actually apart in a lot of different pieces. They've all been put back together again, and the car and the van is registered. So he's making progress toward getting things taken care of there. 19-013 is a new case, repeat address. They had cleaned everything up earlier in the year, and I guess the house is still technically vacant, and now there's some siding and broken. There's a couple of pictures on the back of your packet here. Siding's missing, broken shutters, and a lot of deadfall and broke down limbs in the backyard. This was one where the garage had been taken down and demolished last year.
This is one where the neighbors say that there are vermin coming from this property.
Right, which I haven't seen.
I haven't.
So, yeah, unless we have a picture, it's tough to go toward that. And even if they send us a picture, that would be good. Yeah, I heard there was reports too from a neighbor about kids hanging around inside the house. I don't see any evidence of anything being broken in. And I advised her, if you see something, you've got to call the police. Because if the police are involved, and they'll generate a report, and they can get that to us, and then we can.
Would there be any reason for us to just maybe give the police a heads up, just in case, in normal patrol duties?
Yeah, I mean, I could do that definitely. I could forward.
I just
forward
think if we're a little more proactive on it, especially if kids are in fact hanging around, it can deteriorate pretty fast.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 18-006. This one had been on for a long, long time. The house just sold. Yes. So they did a lot of work inside. The front still needs some attention. So I'm going to reach out to the new owner and just surprise.
Is this the one where the children were cleaning
Yes.
it out for the?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
They all have a story.
Yeah. And I don't know what this, it's a woman purchased it, I don't know what her plans for the property are, whether to demo and rebuild, I'm not sure, but she needs, I don't know whether or not the fact that it was blighted came up in legal papers for them, but I'd let her know that
Bob, is there, this 19014, was there anything about that in the green? The
Oh,
last
we're-
one in the green?
yes, yeah, that is a, you'd go to that, 19014.
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Well, we'll just go on 18-005. That was one I had been to during the summer, and I could not see anything whatsoever, whether it was all overgrown, or it's just a wooded forest in the front yard, I don't know. But a renewed complaint came in and said that the leaves are down, and now it looks, so I'm going to go out and take some pictures of that one, 18-005. And then
So are you moving that to green or leaving it yellow?
I'll leave it yellow for now until I go and
Okay.
investigate. I don't want to move anything prematurely,
No.
but I will take action on all these appropriately.
Okay.
And then 19-014. This was a new case. It's on the corner of two relatively main streets, so it's very visible. There's a bunch of objects. There's an unregistered vehicle on the yard. There's lots of different trash, debris in the front yard. The retaining wall's collapsing. The fencing along one of the walls is collapsing, and it just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't fit. So that one was sent. I haven't received the return card yet for that, but that one was sent down a warning notice. I did get a return card back from 19-013 though. So the owner did get notice about that 19-013.
Okay.
And
So he acknowledged.
yes, they acknowledged the notice, so they're aware of the notice there.
Good.
And that's all we have.
All right. So action items are, you're going to talk to Ally regarding dumpster for 17-004.
Yes.
I'm going to follow up again on 17-011 with the legal team again.
Okay. Yes.
We've got to get that placed in the right place. You know, we're not supposed to deal with hoarding, but on the other hand, it's blight also. But
yes, if you take a look, you could see enough of the backyard to be able to say, oh, that's not. Now with the leaves down too, possibly I'll take another drive on the private driveway in the back.
Oh, right.
I did do that once, and I really couldn't make anything out too much. This was in the summer though.
Well, was it the fire chief that was able to talk them into the dumpster? Somebody at one point was able to talk them into a dumpster.
yeah, but I don't think it went. I don't think they
Did much?
Yeah, if you drive by the property, it's just.
One dumpster isn't really going to make it.
Well, no, that's what Ally said at the time. I think she said you'd need many of them.
Many dumpsters.
Yeah.
One dumpster wouldn't even start it. I'm going to follow up with the lawyers again on 16-001, just to have a discussion. whether or not the town can independently take action if we're unable to contact the owners. I know we can with the permission of the owners, but just not sure what we can do. Okay, I don't, George, you see any other items?
No,
Any
sir.
other action items?
No, sir.
Okay, Ann?
No?
All right. Okay, then I will ask for a move to adjourn.
I so moved.
George is moving to adjourn,
Oh.
so it's unanimous. And I will, and I